We have all been there before. We're walking into a social situation and we have a wardrobe malfunction. So luckily today we're joined by fashion designer Justin Haynes. He's going to show us some quick fixes. Justin, thanks for joining us today.
Glad to be back.
It's the worst, isn't it though, when you're going to a party, a button pops, your pants split down the middle?
Especially now in the season, the holiday season, we have a lot of holiday parties, a lot of holiday gatherings, you know, anything can happen.
And everybody's already wicked stressed. So
Right.
this could be something that can just throw you over the edge. So
Exactly.
not today.
Not today. What we want to do is talk about buttons.
Okay.
And we want to do a quick fix on a button and how we can sew it really quick. So say your button pops, and guys, we always want to remember your bottom button should never be loose because that's a button that we don't always want to button.
Can you take me through the social part of this before we go? So you're wearing a jacket. It's
You're wearing a jacket, 2-button jacket, 3-button jacket, whatever it is.
Do you always button the top button?
The top two, and you leave the bottom open.
So you always
should
leave the
never
bottom
have
button
a
open.
problem with this bottom button.
So that bottom button can be in Algeria.
Exactly.
You don't need it.
Because we don't need it. It's just there for style.
All right. So let's say we pop a button.
We pop a
You've got
button.
one there. I've got one right here.
Guys, always keep, you know, and ladies too, I always keep a threaded needle always on me.
Yeah,
you know?
or in the glove compartment.
Exactly,
Of your car,
just keep it
something
there.
like that.
And let's remember too, I'm using black thread, but we don't have to use a colored thread. We can always use any colored thread now. In fashion, it could be something that we've done on purpose.
That's true. That's some of the things that you do. It's all different colors
Exactly,
and patterns.
exactly. So if we have black thread and you only have red in your car, basically,
It's
use
okay.
it.
It's
It's
just an
okay. They'll think it's on purpose. So a quick fix, we want to make sure we go all the way through.
Okay.
And you always want to make sure that you're lined up. Like if this is an X pattern of your button, make sure that is the X.
Okay, now I'm going to stop you and go even more basic because I have no idea what's happening. When you start, you thread a needle.
You thread a needle, making sure that you're not at the bottom so that you'll have a stop.
You tied a knot here.
Right, at the bottom.
And do you start from underneath?
We start underneath. We always want to start underneath because you don't want that knot to show.
Gotcha. So you start underneath, and then most buttons have the 4 holes, right?
4 holes. So you always want to go from right to left.
Okay. Right to and so you're
making an X pattern.
Okay.
Yes. And then you want to go top right.
So you go down top right. So basically you're always going across.
Always going across so that you get a pattern like that.
I gotcha. Okay. And how many times do you need to go through it?
At least about 10 times to make sure that it's
so you're
really
going
thick.
for a
So
while.
you're just going.
The problem that I always have with sewing, because you come on the show, I get inspired, then I go home to my apartment and I say, I'm going to sew today, I'm going to hem something, and I can't do it right. If you could give people one tip of advice, like for example, what do you do when you're done? You've done your 10 of them, and there's thread left.
There's thread left. What you want to do, these smart little small scissors, small and big scissors you want to be able to have on you, but I have these small little handy scissors. After you do that, you want to make sure, I'm going to show you guys, you want to make sure you cut the excess, and you also want to go through inside the material, make a quick knot so the button stays.
So you're tying it off.
You're tying it off.
See, that's the mistake I make. And then you just snip
and then we snip and we go.
And then because you've made that stitch, because you've made that knot at the bottom, you should be all
the
right?
button's not going anywhere. What you do is make sure that you don't cut the knot, and you cut right around there.
Gotcha.
And there your button is.
All right. Well, this looks pretty good. So we're going to come back in the show a little bit later.
We're talk about shirts.
Good, because you know, I need a lot of help with my shirts. Sometimes they're too big, too small, or if a button pops off, you're in trouble. But now we're set. Justin?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
And don't go anywhere, because today on Mass Appeal, we are going to show you more quick fixes with Justin, and that is just the beginning. Don't move them up. Welcome back to Mass Appeal. So, have you ever had a wardrobe malfunction? Well, today we are making them disappear because we're joined by fashion designer Justin Haynes, and we are going to work on some shirts now. Thanks for sticking around.
No problem, no problem.
So we're dealing with shirts, and that's what people look at. I feel like you can have mediocre shoes, you can have mediocre pants. If your shirt and your jacket look sharp, you're going to be sharp.
Right, but we don't want to just mediocre anything.
No, that's a very good point.
Right, we want to make sure everything is top notch. So that button, we talked about the jacket before, but let's talk about shirt buttons. So here, you want to make sure that it's lined up.
Okay.
And that you do the same thing. So you always want to make sure and look at the button. Just to make sure that the thread is going the proper way.
It's lined up and equal. Okay, now I'm going to try to do the exact same thing that you're doing on mine down here.
So remember, bottom right.
Bottom right. And then bottom right to top left. Bottom right, top left. And then we learned earlier you tie a little hole in here so it doesn't go away in the beginning.
So.
Now, let's say, you were talking earlier, everybody in their car should have that emergency sewing kit.
They should have an emergency sewing kit. Basically, it should be little small, like these little kits here. You can purchase at Target.
What are the essentials? Should you just get a kit or make your own?
I would get a kit and you can make your own. Like I use this trusty black and white box. So basically I put everything in it, you know, for my scissors, which I like bright colored scissors, you know, and I use I use all of this as far as, you know, the difference of the small bolts of fabric, of thread actually. You know, these kits you can buy at Target, Walmart, even a dollar store, they're only $1. You know, something just to keep in the car. Also too, find you a trusty small little pair of scissors.
Oh, good idea.
You know, just so you won't have to carry around the big scissors, and keep the big bolts of thread, keep them in your house, you know, so just so you'll have them.
Exactly, that's a good idea.
And going back to it again, thread colors does not matter anymore. You know, if it's black thread all the way through, you want to pop a red in there, it's fashion, you can do.
Looking at the buttons, like this shirt's blue with black buttons, if the thread on there is red, something that
It look like you did it on purpose.
Exactly.
So basically, it's a fashion trend. So basically, they'll look and wonder, oh, did that shirt come like that, or did you do it that way?
And then you'll say, no, I'm just that cool. I made my shirt exactly.
And let me
the way I
point
want it
out
to.
something too, as button pops, men and women, just know that, you know, fixing the button is great, quick fixes is great, but if the shirt is too small, if it does not fit, you fixing the button is not going to matter.
That's
you know, so I want
it's just going to keep popping.
It's just going to keep popping. So I just wanted to make sure fit is everything. And like I was stating before, I stated to some people before, you know, we always want to dress according to the way it fit, not by size anymore.
That's true.
Size doesn't matter anymore. Sizes are not the same like they used to be.
That's true. And company to company, everything like
Exactly.
a 32,
so if
30
it fits well,
different.
wear it. If it doesn't fit well,
don't wear
we
it.
move on to the next thing.
Or you can wear it after you make your own modifications, which are pretty easy.
Exactly.
You've been teaching us some of those.
Exactly.
Now, hey, I have a question for you. So,
Sure.
number one wardrobe malfunction, you know, something pops off, you're a little revealing. Second worst, though, to me, and it's the one that I'm guilty of every single holiday, spills, stains.
Spills and stains are the worst, especially on shirts. We want to make sure, just to be careful, number one, but sometimes you just can't really, you know, be careful.
You can never avoid
so to avoid those really like big stains, always keep baby wipes and alcohol.
Baby wipes, like, and we're not talking rum, we're just like rubbing alcohol.
Just rubbing alcohol, 91%. Keep that. I usually keep a little small spray bottle on me and baby wipes. And what you do is you spray that, spray the alcohol and wipe it with the baby wipe and it'll come right out. Also, too, men, you know, we want to talk about collars. You know, we have those trusty collars of makeup and, you know, stains and ring around the collar. Always make sure, guys, before, like when you step out of the shower and before you put your shirt on, just rub your neck with some alcohol. Just straight around.
Neckline with alcohol.
Neckline with alcohol, and it'll take up all of this. So basically, it'll stop any of the lotions or any hair gels or grease from leaking down onto your collars.
Very cool. Well, you might smell drunk, but you'll look good.
Right, but alcohol doesn't smell bad.
No,
so.
exactly. It smells great. Dustin, thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Happy holidays to you.
Thank you. Same to you.